Hello, you guys. Welcome to the episode of Fangirls Assemble. Coming to you at a different time than we thought we'd be. Friday at 6. Hey, guys. Happy
That's right.
weekend. I
That's
hope
how
that
we
you
do.
guys had a good day at work. If you did work, I did. It's been crazy. Hopefully less crazy for you guys. Hopefully less crazy for Kristan this week, but probably not.
You know, it's been a lot, but I had today off, so I was very excited about it.
And
It's
Kristan and I,
great.
without prompting, both
Yes.
wore
Yes. Yes.
Mandalorian shirts.
Yes. Matching
go
on
us.
accident. That's how the show works.
Um,
You know what else we like to do the same? Shop our books at a great discount at InStockTrades.com.
right.
Our great sponsor. It's the
Absolutely.
best place to go. We both love it.
And you know, I just bought a house today on a whim. And so now I've got to save money.
I don't think it was on a whim. I feel like
It
you
felt like an
you
impulse
gotta plan
buy.
that.
It didn't feel like it. I saw it yesterday and I bought it today. We just started looking last week. It's fine. And you know, I've got to save money now because I spent a lot of money. So the only way I can do that and buy comics is go to IST. That's the only way.
Yeah, that's true.
50% off.
That is the way.
Free shipping if I pay at least $50. And not only that, but if I make another order than like 7 days, I get a discount.
Yes.
That's wild. Also, my realtor's texting me.
That's your realtor saying, way to save money at In-Stock Trades.
That's what she said. She said, "Hey, you're poor as shit now. You can only go shopping at Stock Trades," which is good.
Now you
because
have a
it's the best
mortgage.
quality.
So
Yeah,
go there, guys. You guys know.
you guys know. You heard.
You
it.
guys know.
It's been a long week. I promise I would. Normally, I'm more peppy. So when I come back on Sunday, I'll be there.
Which we will be back on Sunday, guys.
Yeah, the actual normal time.
At the
we'll
right
be here.
time? Yeah.
Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern.
We probably shouldn't say that.
We should stop promising
could.
anything.
It could change. We don't know, right?
I mean,
Who knows?
who knows?
Who knows with us? But we appreciate. Look, there's so many people here. We appreciate all of you being here.
Yeah, hello. I'm sorry, I'm getting texts. That's my bad.
A lot of people are congratulating you. You know.
It's my realtor, Tawanda. I love her name, Tawanda.
That's a good name.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. And Freddie, it's not a brag or flaunt. It's just, it happened and I'm overwhelmed and I don't know what to do now. So all I can do is be like, this happened.
I mean, the good news is you're going to have more room for books, I imagine.
Yeah.
That's the best news.
The basement, well now, like it's like a split level. So like the downstairs would be comic books and the board game room. Joe, I'll send you a picture when it's done and set up because we want to get a big table for D&D.
Nice.
Hardwood
Perfect.
floor, there's brick in there. I mean,
Ooh, fancy.
I know.
Fancy.
Very fancy. So, haul aside for today, we want to have a show where we showcased Black female comic book writers, and we chose 2 books to review for this one, and obviously we'd love to do this again. You know us, we're all down to read diverse books without being prompted or having to make a list about it.
That's right.
Unlike other people on the internet. So,
In fact, if anyone watching has some recommendations for us, we love those too. So let us know.
yeah. I don't know which one way to start with.
You know, you were just talking about Bingo Love,
I have it in my hand.
and I also have it in my hand.
And you
so-
have a different edition. So yeah.
Yeah.
One of the books, because I had not read this, and when on Newman Condition, I did like my top LGBT books or whatever, and a lot of people in the comments were like, where's Bingo Love? And I was like, I haven't read it. I'm sorry. Despite following, I've seen this book forever. I think even before I got into comics, I would see it at cons, and like, I've been following T. Franklin on Twitter forever because I love her thoughts, and also she's hilarious.
Mhm.
She's just all over the place.
She'll tell you what's up.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. So yeah, I have the Jackpot edition. You have the hardcover.
It's also the Jackpot edition, yeah, but it's the hardcover. So
Yeah.
there are different covers, and there is also a regular trade that is not the Jackpot edition. At this point, I wouldn't recommend that because this has so much more in it.
Oh yeah, and I really appreciate it too. Like,
Yeah, I read it without the extras the first time around.
mm-hmm.
I read it years ago. This gives so much more.
It
Like,
really does.
I loved it back when I read it, right? But reading it with everything extra, it really goes deep into characters you don't get in the main story.
Mm-hmm.
So what the Jackpot edition is, we should say that it goes beyond the main story. So there's like little extra short stories at the end with different characters that you didn't really get to dive deep into. And there's a lot of different artists and creators involved in this, and they're all really great. So the extras are definitely worth it. So if you're going to get one, do the Jackpot.
Because, for the main part, we have T. Franklin writing, and we have Jen St. I don't know how to say her name. St. Ange on the art, and I love her artwork.
Yeah, I liked it a lot too.
Huge fan.
Yeah, here's a little taste for everyone.
And because I love, and there's a lot of things to love. But I guess we want to go and touch on like character design and artwork first, really quick. A lot of just body diversity, hair diversity, which is important because you can see a lot of writers and artists involve POC, right? But not know how to do the hair.
Mm-hmm.
That is a point of contention. That's not the case here. And I appreciate because also we're dealing with women throughout their lives. They do grow up in this. These two main characters, you meet them when they're young and you see them when they're very old and throughout that time. And their bodies are reflected that way. So stretch marks and everything else, really beautiful. Like, I really appreciated that reading this.
Something that, I don't know about you, and we've both read a lot of comics, I've never seen in another book. As far as older, even just generally older characters reflecting the stretch marks, reflecting the wrinkles and everything. And
if it's not
loving
like
each other.
Exaggerated,
Yeah,
not
they're saying you're still beautiful, and
two middle-aged elderly women, because you see both phases, in love. What? I don't ever see that.
No,
I really don't.
I've never read another book like this. Yeah,
characters. And I already talk a lot about how I feel in comics and other things, I don't see a lot of middle-aged women as protagonists anyways. I think there's more room for men typically, and that's not a dig. That's just facts.
Yeah.
Because I've seen the same in video games. I've seen the same in a lot of sci-fi, too. Because I've talked about sci-fi and fantasy. I've seen more older men be main characters, but not women that age. And so when I do see that, I'm like, oh, that's so exciting. And it was just really sweet to see it.
I will say something you touched on before we started this. There's a sneak peek of Volume 2 at the end of this.
Yeah.
And I believe we'll never see a Volume 2.
No, and she's been trying to get it to happen because she poured all of her money into this. I mean, it was Kickstarted. She really poured all of her money. And she's not it's not like she's contracted by these other companies and she's writing all the time and she's got buy-in from these companies. She doesn't. And so she's not able to make another one. But she has all the ideas for it. I think she even started on it, really. But doesn't have the money to self-publish. So I'm hoping things will change for her, because I know that she tends to struggle as well, just in the daily life, especially right now with COVID.
Yeah. I would love to see this sneak peek. Made me be like, no, I need it. Because I'd never seen that before either. It was just with this edition, which I want to point out. Freddie's asking if it's the hardcover is standard. Yes, it's standard. But unfortunately, we're not going to see another edition of this, I don't think. So, but this is a beautiful cover, and it's a nice book. It's not one of those tightly bound standard either. It flops open pretty well, and I like it.
And I love my Jackpot edition, even though the cover's very busy, but I like it.
Yeah. I just really love this cover, so I was like, I have to get this one. Yeah.
It's cute.
We have the same back.
I guess we can touch the story really quick. And I feel like I can tell you what happens throughout without a huge... I don't think it's going to ruin your experience.
Well, especially this right here.
You've already on the cover where
yeah.
It's going.
Mm-hmm.
So you have these two main characters. They meet when they're children. And they're going to... I guess they're children. Maybe they're middle school or high schoolers. I can't tell.
I think they're kids. I think it's middle school.
Okay.
I want to say.
And they go with their grandmothers to bingo, which, growing up in Kentucky, is an experience I'm very familiar with.
Yeah, I did the same
Going
thing.
with my
I love
mama.
playing with the daubers, you know.
To bingo or quilt club or whatever. Quilting guild, not club. Like that's part of my childhood. So I really related with that. This is in the 60s. And so right away, what I really appreciated wasn't this like weird confusing thing. She knew right away when she saw Mari. She's like, wow, like she's beautiful. I've got to be her friend. And right after they started like being together, like hanging out, because Mari kisses her on the cheek, which I think is more of a cultural thing for her probably. She's like, I'm gonna marry her immediately. And so already you're like, oh. And they keep being friends and spending time together and unbeknownst to each other, right? In love with each other until they finally like realize but unfortunately they get caught. And this is the 60s. They are torn apart and they can no longer be together. So then they're separated and they have to live a different life, which is very realistic, right? So we have the main character. She gets married. She has like 3 kids. She's married to a man. And that's her life. She's just a homemaker, but she still she still makes clothes. She has a dream of her own and she still thinks about Mari. She's never forgotten about her. Until they meet again at the bingo hall. Which is so cute.
Yeah, and that's where the story really starts, right? One thing I loved about the fact that she was immediately like, I'm going to marry her as a kid. You didn't even have a period of time where she was like struggling with that thought, right? Not
Which I really appreciate it. And neither of them struggled with it.
Yeah.
And
like,
how refreshing is that?
And you don't see that, right? And look, coming out stories are really important. I'm glad we have them. We need more all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Struggling stories, that's all realistic. But this is also realistic, right? Sometimes something just clicks in your head.
It felt so
and it
nice
makes sense. Yeah.
Because like you said, like, we read a lot of first, second books, and I love them. A lot of them still, because they're coming out stories, are dealing with real feelings of guilt or doubting yourself, which are important, like you said. But there's not that here. They have that in the outside world, but between the two of them and with themselves, they don't feel guilty. They know they love each other, and they've known since the beginning. And I really love seeing that. And I love seeing that in any kind of love story anyways, but it was really just so sweet.
They never doubted it, even when they were being literally ripped apart. They were still like, this is right. What's happening? This is terrible,
And, when they meet, they click again. And I won't go into all of that, but, like, basically, the last part of the book is just them spending that time together, ultimately, until the end of their lives. And it's really beautiful, because they don't meet until, like, what are they? Because they've been 50, 60?
Yeah, they reunite nearly 50 years later. So. Yeah.
Which is wild. It's so sweet. But then there's a lot of stories that are like that. Like, not necessarily the storybook, but, people later into their lives being able to finally be open and be who they are and be with people that they want to be with. And, yeah, it's wonderful. Of course, they, deal with some stuff with their families, of course, because they're married at the time when they meet. And that's why it's great to have this jackpot edition, right? Because there's some stories at the end that delve more into that and surprise us with what I was not expecting. Can we talk about it?
I mean...
Is that too big of a spoiler?
I want to say if anyone's planning to read it, it's a pretty big spoiler.
I'll leave it out there.
Even like for me, like who had read the regular edition and not experienced that extra stuff. Like I knew what it was, right? But there is that extra story that really like Jessica saying she didn't know there were extras. So it sounds like she's read the other one. Yeah, so that's going to be a treat for you because you're familiar with it. And it does dive deeper into characters.
Yeah, Jessica's right. It's such an easy recommendation for non-comic book people.
Yeah. I would love another book of just the extra stories, like even more. I feel like they could keep going down, like with different characters in this. Some of the kids we could learn more about. I'm interested in the whole family.
So like Jessica's comment, it's nice to know life happens after 40 because media would have you believe otherwise, especially as a woman. True. And we're getting around here now. There's a lot of stories there's a lot of great TV shows like Grace and Frankie, which is wonderful because these women still getting it on at that age, still getting it. And it's really cute.
It's stuff, yeah, it's stuff you don't see.
Way.
Yeah.
And, you know, they even, like, in the extras, like, I won't spoil the big things, but a lot of the extras are just kind of cute little, like, more in-depth looks into their lives. Because as the story goes, it kind of moves a little quickly towards the end. And you just get nice, cute little one-off with them. And one of them talks about, like, safe sex in a really cool way. Like, some of it can feel a little cheesy, you know, but yeah. I really appreciated it.
And that one was by T, and that was really well done. Yeah, it was pretty cheesy, but it's also something that, like, people don't talk about that should be talked about, you know?
And I'm glad that she, you know, did an extra issue to talk about it, because I don't see that in comic books.
Yeah.
Like, not at all. I mean, some things, right, but I don't see this in media either.
Well, and that was cool too, because you know, like, what was it, Jessica? Yeah, Jessica was saying a great rec for non-comic fans, because you're going to get a lot of people, I think, who will read this, who aren't interested in comics necessarily, but they like the subject matter. So then, you know, it's a nice PSA for everyone.
Yeah, be safe. Yeah, for young and new gaybies out there, queerbies, whatever. I'm really glad. Maybe they'll pick this up and be like, oh, cool.
Well, and it's not something you're taught in school.
Yeah, a friend of mine, a local friend, has a page in this book, which I thought was cool. I was flipping through, I was like, wait a second. Wait. But yeah, I love this. This is definitely going to go in one of my top LGBT and top romance books, really. There's just not anything like this.
I agree. Absolutely not. And anyone who's interested in watching, go buy it. It is quite cheap. Even the hardcover is like $11 on IST, I think. That's even cheaper.
Like $15 full price.
Yeah. So both good. And then you can support it. Hopefully we'll get a volume 2, the more people who pick up a copy.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, follow T on Twitter because she's hilarious.
Yeah.
Honestly.
She is funny.
So our second book we're going to talk about is Check Please, which I don't own a physical copy of, so I can't help mine up.
All right. Well, then let's talk about that, right? So this is a webcomic. A lot of you may have heard of it. It's quite popular, but it's about this boy, Biddy, on the cover. He joins his college hockey team, and he loves to bake. That's why he's holding a pie. So you get to learn all about him. He does vlogs. So a lot of this is him vlogging to the camera. Because it is a webcomic, you can go read that right now for free. Mm-hmm. But I would recommend, these volumes are really great, and there's tons.
Nice hardcovers.
There's tons of extras in the back. So you get all of Biddy's tweets in the back. All of them. So just pages and pages and pages. And what's interesting is if you read this story and you like it, there are little extras and bonuses you don't get in the main story that you get through his tweets. Like, there's a character, like one of his friends on the hockey team, you never get his real name. You never find out in the main story, but you find out in the tweets. So you finally get that answer, which was really cool. But there's just, there's pages. I'm going through right now. There's pages of tweets. There's something extra else. No, there's not. There's just tons of tweets. Okay. I think there's just tweets in the back of these. Oh, there are extra stories after the main story too, which is cool.
Yeah, and honestly, like this Check Please blew up.
Yeah.
Blew up. Like, a lot of cosplayers I follow also cosplay Check Please. I've seen like Check Please cosplay on TikTok. Like, and I'm not surprised.
Right.
But I was really glad to see some people that I follow online that aren't in the comic book world get into Check Please. It's such a fun story, and like I feel like that's one I really want to recommend to my husband because he loves hockey. Because if you like hockey, you're going to love Check Please. If you like sports anime, you're going to love Check Please. If you love a comic that also has references to existing comic books, you're going to love it. Because at one of the like Halloween parties, 2 of the members of the hockey team dress up as Blue Beetle and Booster Gold, which is hilarious. And it's just really, it's really fun, you know. And obviously, like, romance is a part of this, but I wouldn't say it's even the biggest part. It's just about like this guy going to college and just trying to figure stuff out and being part of the hockey team and not being someone that stereotypically you would think would be a sports guy because he likes baking pies. So it's just great, like, just camaraderie of this group of people. And it's just funny.
And all the characters are lovely.
Yeah.
A lot of them are like typical bro hockey players, but they're all sweet and lovely, pretty much all of them. And the way these books are laid out, you know, there's like 2 panels a page. They split it up by his years in college, so you get to go through all of that. And there's just 2. There's 2 from first, second. This is probably the best way to support it. And they're lovely. And I don't know what else to say, other than you can just read it online, and I would recommend it. See if you're into it. You could probably find these at your local library. And yeah, you don't have to like hockey. I want to tell you that, because I don't love any sports, but I love sports manga, I love sports comics, and I love the sports element in this because of that.
Oh,
I was rooting for them the whole time.
Like, I'll pick up a sports manga anytime.
Every
Especially
time.
if it's like, because a lot of my friends that have like sports manga or anime are really into it because of like more the queer baiting aspect of it. But I really like the friendship. I really like the friendship tropes and like the whole like, you know, you have like one of the stars, right? And they all have to get better together and they have to go train and develop new skills. It's just like take a shonen anime, but sports instead of like fighting big bad guys. And all of them have like outrageous like tricks still, you know? It's like, oh man, it's that guy. He's got the ultimate lion arm. Reach. And you're like, that's not a sports term. But okay, we'll take it.
That is one cool thing about this too. Like, she kind of teaches you how hockey works without being like cheesy or taking a break from the story to do so. And that was cool too, because like, I don't know, Reed's made me watch hockey, but I don't understand all of it. But this made me understand it more. I didn't know what a check was until I read this, right? So yeah, you learned that immediately.
Lionheart, it is. It's us.
We did it. We're here.
And also, we obviously got through these too quickly. So now we're like 22 minutes in, and we've told you that we just really like these books.
It's one of those that's hard to do, because like we don't want to go through every single thing that happens or spoil it for everybody, because we want you to read these books, right?
Yeah. And if anyone knows me, I'm not a fan of long synopses ever.
I hate it.
I can't do them. I have ADHD, so it's never going to happen.
Also, it's boring. It's just boring. I'm just going to say
it. Oh, congrats.
Oh.
We made it to episode 3.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm glad we're getting that soon.
Yeah, oh my gosh. We need it. We need it more than ever.
Yeah, for real. I need another comic book show to watch. Because, like, I'm watching The Boys, and it's good. But, man, it's not an upper.
It's not fun. Yeah.
Sure not. So, Chris, have you read anything else? Guys, you have questions in the chat. We can just chill and hang out. It's Friday. What's up?
Let me tell you what I'm going to read soon. How about that? I finally got BGG Comics.
Okay, is it good? I saw it in the store. I almost bought it.
Is it good? I haven't read it yet. Now, okay. It's an anthology of queer creators of all kinds, and there's tons of stories in this. It looks really good. I don't know. And it's by the Nib, and I like them. But all kinds of different art styles and stories, and I'm looking forward to it. So I'll let you know when I actually read it. Oh, and that's a good spine. Let's talk about that. That's a really good spine. Fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I need you to tell me if you're liking it, because I really thought about it when I was out at the bookstore last week. Very tempted.
I'll let you know for sure.
I read this. We're in a manga spree. What is this?
That's right.
Oh, Maidens in Your Savage Season, which I've almost watched the anime, and I think I will, but I think I'm gonna keep collecting the comic books first and then jump into the anime. But this is really cute. It's about a literature club. Like, it's just a bunch of girls that just like to read, novels and talk about it. But they get really obsessed. It feels like almost like a sitcom plot, because they're young, and then somebody talks about like sex in the book, and they're like, "Oh my god!" And so they all start just like, well, there's got to be different words we can use except for sex. So they have to part of the plot. It's almost like a one episode. It feels like, of a show. One girl's trying to figure out. Okay, she's kind of the more prudy one, and she's like, no, we can't deal with that. We have to find a different word for sex. So she's trying to like think of other innuendos instead, which is its own joke. One girl, it has been really in love with like, or kind of in love with this guy who lives next to her. He's really popular. She looks more plain looking, but they obviously like each other. But then she doesn't know how to deal with like they saw each other naked as kids, as you do when you're children.
Yeah.
And then she's like, it must be bigger now. And then she's obsessing over it because she's a young girl and her thoughts are just like, she's like, he must want to have sex and like, what do I do with this? And like, oh, I don't know how to deal with these feelings. And you have another subplot, this girl who's really cool and pretty, who's really just like, oh, well, if I died next year, I need to have sex because I can't just like go into like, that'd be my regret. I'd be a loser. And they're all just these like just very high school girls, just like minds wandering and hilarity. And the art's really soft and cute, and I'm really digging it. And I'm excited to see. I have no idea where this is gonna go.
Oh, that's a page.
she says it to get rid of guys because like the really pretty girl says stuff like that, so guys will leave her alone. She's like, yeah, I'll sleep with you, but I have an STD, so and then they leave her alone.
That'll probably do it. Yeah.
Smart. But look at that. It's just nice adolescence. It's good.
Good. I'm glad.
I love manga. I can't believe I'm buying manga again. I thought I would never.
Oh, I knew you were going to. Yeah.
And I just bought.
You bought a house for your manga, so.
Yeah. And Steven was selling his Rose of Versailles, and I only have volume 1, so I bought 2 and 3.
Oh, good. Good.
I haven't even read the first one.
But you're going to love it.
I know.
You're going to love it.
I know.
We'll have to talk about this.
I'm waiting for IST order to come in with Be Gay Read Comics.
Nice.
Well, this weekend I'll be reading Marked, with Kristan convinced me to order, even though I know nothing about it, so hopefully it's solid.
How did I convince you if you don't know nothing about it?
What's Marked?
Marked is, they're like, it's like a magic group. It's been a bit since I read it. They have those like crazy tattoos with like glyphs coming out of them, and like they turn into I don't know,
fun and edgy and weird. I like
it. It's fun and edgy and weird. That's exactly what it is. Well, I hope you like it.
I think I will. Him.
Yep. Well, both of you. I think you would actually like it.
Man, Freddie, I'm down to talk to you about that Korean episode of Lovecraft Country. I'm down to talk to anybody anytime about Lovecraft Country. All I care about. Can't wait till Sunday. And I've been watching that and The Vow. The Vow comes on right after. Girl, Kristan.
I need
that girl that people say you look like for some reason.
Who?
Alex Mack.
She's doing stuff?
No, this stuff. You remember that sex cult she was in?
I thought you meant Alex Mack, like The Secret World.
Oh no!
I was like, what? Other girl? Drewby's not in the chat. Like,
is her name not like Allie Mack?
Allison Mack. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so it is.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. But yeah, I need to watch that.
Also not a superhero, but Stumptown is super good. Like the comics, but love the show. A lot of native representation there. I started but didn't finish it.
That's what
Am I freezing or are you freezing? Did I freeze? Oh no. Somebody tell me. I don't know. Don't say anything. It must have been me. Should I leave and come back? Oh, okay, so it wasn't me. I left because I wasn't sure. Oh gosh, I don't like being the center of this. Why isn't it even focused? I wasn't sure it was me or you, so then I left to get back to you.
That's so funny. I just noticed everything froze and it blacked out, and I was like, oh, what's my internet doing? That's so funny. Yeah, there's no way to know, right?
And then I panicked because I was like, when it comes in, it's just my face. I can't deal. I don't know how Gio deals with the days where it's just him.
Oh yeah.
I don't like it's just me.
Well, everybody said it was me, so.
Yeah, but it wasn't coming nearby, and I was like.
I was like, what happened? Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened.
No, that's fine.
Well, hey, I bought a video game for the first time in a long time.
Did you buy the Avengers?
No, because I've heard it's garbage. So I'm afraid to get it.
Okay, what'd you buy?
Super
I did
Mario
too!
3. Yeah! I haven't even opened it yet, so I haven't played it, but I'm excited.
I just wanted to play Super... Oh, I love Sunshine. I'll find a bitch. I don't
know,
care.
right? I know.
And I love 64, so I was like, yes.
Well, and everybody's like, oh, it's limited and you can't find it anywhere. And I'm like, okay, well, I gotta go get it then. Like, that's how they get you.
Because they were like, it's gonna be up for a while. It's like,
yeah.
You.
I know. That's how they get you. They got both of us.
But you know, it's a pandemic and life is hard. And I was like, I've got to play.
Yeah, I'm with you. I also got 2 spooky novels. Should we talk about that? Since they're right here beside me. All right.
Go for it.
I got The Beast. The Beast. I mean,
man, are you ready to get to the creepy stuff at the end that makes me uncomfortable?
Oh, here's the deal. I haven't seen any of the movies. None of them.
So do you not know anything?
I don't know anything. So any of the spoilers and stuff, I'm like, I should just go into the big boy and dive in.
Oh man.
And experience it.
After you read it, will you please message or call me immediately?
100%. Yes.
Because
so there's stuff I'm gonna feel weird about. Is that what you're saying? I'm gonna feel weird. Did you read the novel?
No, but I know what.
You know what? Okay.
Happens.
Well, nobody tell me. Oh no.
No, it's
is it gonna be worth my reading these? Let's see, over 1,000-page book.
I guess it happens earlier technically, but like I should probably warn you though about that.
Oh no.
Yeah, he has all those kids have sex or whatever.
What?
Yeah, apparently in the book.
That's not what I thought you were gonna say.
I know.
Oh,
everything else I'm like whatever, but that I'm like, oh.
That's what? Okay. I don't like. Well, I gotta throw that in the trash now. Okay.
Well, I mean, I don't know how explicit it is, but you should know.
I would think not. Like, I haven't heard he's explicit in that way.
I heard he writes really weird, bland sex scenes that are weird and gross.
I haven't, I've read a few of his books. I've read a few books, but I haven't experienced that. I don't know.
Snippets.
Okay. I'm waiting for somebody to tell me. Well, I also got Misery, so maybe that'll treat me a little better.
Oh man, that'll be fun.
Because I like the movie.
We need to do. I want to read that too. We should do. But we need to read our other damn books. So I was like, we should do a club for that.
I know.
We need to read.
We're gonna start a novel book club. Yes.
Yeah.
Mexican Gothic. Yeah, we're gonna start a novel book club on my channel sometime.
Let us know. We have to do it in October at least.
Yeah, totally.
Let us know if any of you guys want to read Mexican Gothic with us.
Yeah, we're gonna do
it. Oh, by the way, Goldie Vance Volume 5 was a total disappointment. No.
Okay, I'll read Betty and Veronica. I'm gonna read Goldie Vance at some point, but
yeah,
that's a bummer.
Literally chose to stand as my spooky season book, so I will also be waiting through a King Clunker.
Yeah, that's a
I almost said King Clunker.
I want to read that too. But it's everything's so long.
It is not my fave. Too much misery. I do want to read Misery.
Nobody's gonna read it with me. I see. I was just, I like this cover. I want a chunky boy right now. I don't know, and I know nothing. I really know nothing about it other than the balloon and the Pennywise.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, that's why I was like, well, maybe this would be an experience.
Yeah, I definitely want you to read it, and then yeah, because
everyone. So like, nah.
Stuff. Yeah, I want to see how you like it, because then I want to watch the miniseries with you, or the other movie, and just listen to you talk about the differences, because I don't know.
I should just record me reading it and reacting. Hayden's unsubscribing because of it. Hayden, I'm sorry. I don't know anything about it.
I'm a chunky boy right now.
Yes.
I love chunky boys.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Misery has messed up scenes in a different way. Yeah, well, I know that. I heard that.
I backed a Kickstarter called Vampire Emmy and the Garbage Girl. That sounds cool. That sounds punk rock, honestly.
I'll look that up.
Yeah. I backed some comic recently. Somebody posted in the group.
Oh, tell me about it. Maybe I did.
Wait, let me see.
I'm checking my Kickstarter. Guys, I've backed too many books at this point, so I'm checking.
Well, I still love that I backed, like, Kyle Starks's, but it was on one that I didn't have the email address for.
Oh.
So I never got the book. I ended up ordering it.
Oh, bummer.
I backed No Going Back.
Okay.
By Jordan Arledge.
No Going Back. Let me look that up.
It looks beautiful.
No Going Back.
Like, it looks like our style book.
I saw this one. I haven't backed it yet, but now that you've backed it, it makes me want to back it so we can read it really together. Good.
The art alone, and of course, I backed Dragon by Saladin Ahmed and Dave Acosta.
I did too.
I'll do anything. I don't care. Him and like Ram V. I'm like, Ram V says, "I'm making it. Don't worry, I'll be there."
Yeah,
I don't care.
I also backed Foxfires. You should go look at that art because it's gorgeous. You want me to send you the link? I can do that.
Yeah. But why? I could just do this live.
You could, I guess.
There's another. I should share my screen so it's not just obnoxious.
I like
Whatever. It. So, movie Misery was great. Directed by the same guy who did Princess Bride and When Harry Met Sally. That book is better.
Yeah, I love the movie.
You need to read Let the Right One In. It's a movie too, right?
Yeah. But I'll read it. I'm writing it down.
Oh, well, gladly. Book club, spooky book club.
Yeah, give us all your spooky books, guys.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be comics. Joe said a bunch of his friends love it, so there we go. Thank you.
Technology Somebody. I really like the camera in your profile photo.
Oh, yeah.
I, too, collect cameras. I don't know why there was a weird pause in there.
I liked it.
Photography is one of the many sidekicks here in the house. 2 movies, American and Swedish. Oh, for the movie.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, there's movies called... It's been a week. I Spy a New Fugly Boom Library Collection edition behind.
Yeah, I haven't moved my shelf to be able to put it up yet. Oh, girl, it is gross. Like, the spine. Okay. So I know the first one.
I haven't held mine up next to the other one yet.
I'm going to do it right now. Hayden and I were talking about this, because the first one, there's nothing worse than this highlighter yellow spine.
Oh, for sure.
But together, what are we doing?
I don't know.
Boom. Like, so they changed the black to white, which is better. But to me, this new one looks like it's sun damaged. Do you know what I mean? It's like a weird purple that's like sun damaged.
If they didn't do the highlighter, that season 12 would look better with the previous library editions.
Yeah.
Color palette.
But now there's this stupid highlighter one in the middle, and I don't understand what they're doing.
I don't care anymore.
I'm buying it and whatever. That's the story there.
All right. I'm buying it anyways.
Yeah.
Finally forced myself to read Eugenics by James Tynion. It was okay. Well, you know, sometimes your favorite writers just have to have an okay one.
Yeah, it happens.
If anybody in the chat's looking for a spooky read for October, I do love The Woods by James Tynion, like, a lot.
I need to finish that. I never finished it.
I don't know if I ever finished it either. I don't know if all it was out for me to finish.
Yeah, it probably is now, I would assume.
Currently reading The Stand, which is a terrible idea in 2020. You know, what are you going to do?
Yeah, maybe that's what I should have gotten instead. People are making me feel real bad about my purchases.
I'm so sorry. Well, I feel like, I'm sure the rest of it's good. I just want you to know about that one thing. I know that's different from the books and the movies. Because after I watched the movies, I was like, I want to see what the differences are. Because I got really into it. And then they were like... So this creepy thing happens, and like, oh,
that's so weird. Why?
I finally started The Woods after all the Let's Pick a Spooky Book suggestions rolled through, and I'm really liking it. Love a good teen drama, right? Comicsology Unlimited for the win, all on there. Yeah, and a lot of good like LGBT representation courses by Tynion, so the man does it well. But yeah, it's just you take a bunch of teens in a high school with teachers that are there. The high school is teleported to the woods. And a lot of teen angst. It's like kind of like watching the 100 if the 100 wasn't how it was. Death Vigil was way better. Spooky by Shape and Cedric. I do want to read that too. I did join his Patreon recently so I could see the updates for Fine Print, his new like Incubus Succubus book. It's really cute so far. There's nothing cuter than a succubus being sent to an asexual's house. So you can't satisfy your wish, right? So they're just roommates.
That's funny.
It's so cute. Hayden would like to know if season 12 has, if that book has covers in it.
I can open it for you, Hayden. I bet it doesn't.
I'm sure.
I mean, why would it, right? They can't do it right.
No.
Should probably open this correctly. Let's see. This will take a second.
Yes, Jessica, you're right. Plus Dr. Robot Space Monkey in the woods. So good. Oh man, Bobby, are you really having a hard of a time? Does that mean I need to buy... Damn it.
Well, the good news is somebody said it was on Comixology, right? Jessica did?
Oh, yeah. It's pretty readily available that way. But the yearbook editions are nice. They're not hardcover.
They're like chunky.
Trades. But honestly, I like that a lot of times.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad.
Okay. I like that they chose this.
Good choice.
Okay, because I love this cover.
Yeah.
Although, it's odd that they chose that. Okay. For the back. What are we doing here already?
Some intern put this together.
I like this. This is cool.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. Some intern, you're probably right. Ooh, this is also very nice. People don't usually do something nice with these pages. This is really, I love this. This is a nice ending to the book. No,
It is nice.
that we won't see cover. No, there's absolutely zero covers. It just ends with the story and then ads. No, you got no covers, of course.
You know. Jessica says Amazon has the yearbooks for $30. Prices of all, but not bad. Yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And I usually see them in like local comic book
Yeah, I was gonna say
stores.
you could walk in a shop probably and get them for that same price.
Yeah, they're always in my local one, surprisingly. Black Magic by Rucka was cool. We're reading that next month, right?
We are, and I've
Yeah.
read them and they're so good. So I'm excited. I'm gonna reread them.
Correct.
Let's talk about what we're reading next month. So Venus in the Blind Spot, which we did mention we're definitely doing. I don't know why I just have this. I guess we were looking at this.
Mine's still off mine, but it's over there. I think I actually have the actual book near me now.
Black Magic, like you said, Ice Cream Man. We're gonna do those volumes. American Vampire.
Mm-hmm.
What was that other manga called?
Niji Gahara Holograph?
That's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna do
That's
that
a pretty
with
good selection.
Vito. Yeah, I agree.
I'm ready.
American Vampire, by the way, we're doing 1 to 5.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's the main story that's out so far. So we'll probably get to the end and be mad that there isn't more, but we're gonna do it.
I'm ready to get spooky, so I'm ready for October.
Totally.
I'll just wear like kigurumis for like every episode in October. So I'll just dress up lazily
Do it.
and drink
Do it.
apple cider, and then just like
Oh,
the world isn't ending. It's fine.
apple cider is the best. What a comfort, right?
I know.
Just what a comfort.
Kristen, just like I'm sure there's an orchard halfway between us. Let's just all drive
Oh, we
stupid long
should.
for no reason and go to the orchard together.
Oh my gosh. So the one here, you probably know which one that is.
Of course I do.
Yeah, the apple cider slushies are the
So
best. Oh, the best. Oh, the best. Makes me so happy.
Let's just do it. The world's ending anyways. We'll meet up.
We really should just walk around an orchard. I'm in.
Jessica, you're invited. We'll all wear our masks. It'll be fine.
Yeah. We won't get near each other. We'll just
Yeah.
yell across the.
Hey.
You got an apple over there? Okay.
We'll go be aesthetic, I guess.
Yeah, totally.
We'll go all the way. We'll dress up and we'll put like filters on shit.
Yeah,
I don't know.
all the things.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I don't know why I cracked myself up. It's been a week. It's been busy.
No, it's been busy for me too. You know, speaking of fall and apple cider, Pumpkinheads. If anyone hasn't read it,
Yeah,
that is the ultimate fall book. If you want something so cute and so fall, it's set in a pumpkin patch that's like a crazy
Please.
pumpkin patch. It's enormous. Yeah, you guys got to read it. It's very cute.
It's so sweet too. It's
Yeah.
so good. Man, Hayden you don't know how much I wish that was real. I love Jane Eyre. It's one of my favorite books.
That would be a really cool comic. For sure.
I feel like that's kind of what happened with that movie Tom Hiddleston was in. It was a horror movie, Crimson Peak. Felt a lot like Jane Eyre. Because I was like, something's not right about this.
Something's off.
No.
I'll have to watch that.
Oh god, you've got to. It's categorized as horror, but more like Victorian horror is what it feels like. So it's just like, it's just really pretty. So it, you know, scary things are happening, but you all the time like, wow, this is just really beautiful. What beautiful art direction. Look at this dress. Wow.
What a great thing to counter your feelings of horror at the same time.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful.
Yeah. Chris Brogan's also down. I would
so
like an
good.
apple cider mimosa, personally. That'd be great.
All apple cider. I'm more into apple cider than the pumpkin craze.
I'm not a pumpkin person.
I'm not either.
But like caramel stuff, like salted caramel, that's my like fall
that's good.
Starbucks treat.
Yeah.
We all know I'm just waiting for peppermint mocha season.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not a pumpkin basic bitch.
Same.
I'm a peppermint basic bitch.
You know you can get those year round. Look at your face.
Okay.
Yes. They have peppermint year round.
Oh, you just have to order like a mocha and be like...
Oh no, just say peppermint mocha and they're down. Year round. Yep.
What the fuck?
Girl, I'm telling you, go do it right now.
Just leave.
just leave the show to go get a peppermint mocha.
I'm good. I gotta say, I can't buy peppermint mochas anymore. They tell you that, right? Go to Starbucks every day.
Yeah.
Can't afford a house.
I know.
I had to stop eating avocado toast so I could buy this one.
It's too bad. You had to give up all of your like millennial treats.
Yeah.
It's sad.
I did. Yeah, you do. I say I only ever read Jane Eyre. That's the only one. I never read Wuthering Heights by her sister or anything.
Yeah, I need to go through the Bronte catalog as well. I think I enjoy all of it.
Yeah. I was like reading that and then like reading Little Women.
Yeah, I've read
read
that.
Little Women anytime.
Oh, it's so good.
So good. It's like
That makes me think of when Joey read it on Friends. And he put it in the freezer.
All right, guys. Well, that's as much energy as I have, but I really enjoyed it still.
So I think the thing you guys should take away is go get some apple cider.
Yeah.
Read Pumpkinheads. Don't read it, I guess.
I really need you to read that soon now. I'm dying. Everyone here's like, no, we gotta know. What do you think?
You want to know my reaction now?
I do.
Oh, gosh.
Just random Instagram lives as you're going through the book. They're like,
I really should. Like, oh no.
Maddie. We'll Instagram live together.
Maddie
5
told me about
people
it. I hope it's not that many pages, at least. That
That's
particular
a big chunky boy.
moment. That particular moment, yeah.
No, I've never read it. I remember watching some YouTube video about the differences. Freddie, it does. I bought that too.
Yeah.
We can always sneak Old Head in.
Yeah, I think we should. He actually texted me. He was like, "Hey, you know, Old Head is a horror book," and I was like, "Oh yeah,
we should throw it in there.
We should do that." Yeah.
Did he watch our last live stream? I didn't.
He
tell
did.
What it was.
He
Was
did.
Pleased?
He texted me. He was like, "Hey, I did watch it, and I reacted every way you thought I would." It made me laugh so much because I remember I was like, "He's gonna watch this and be like, y'all called it cute," like. But no, he was happy. He said thanks for the kind words. So he's good.
Good.
But so go. Hey, speaking of Kyle, InStockTrades.com, you can find some great Kyle books on there. Rock Candy Mountain, we've talked about. Sex Castle. Go to his website for Old Head. This is not a plug for Kyle, but it is apparently. And then you can get all the other great stuff at InStockTrades.com. All the spooky books we're going to read. This is where I got the new Ito book. You can get everything else we talked about. American Vampire. Go get it there for cheap.
Yeah. Do it.
Do it.
Have a good rest of your weekend, you guys.